What is up, YouTube?
Hey.
We are the Great Canadian Apes. My name is James Marin.
Jim Marin.
And we are not financial advisors, so take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Out of the gates today, we had a fantastic run-up, going as high as a 20% increase. And all markets were going well until Powell came on and said about 10:30, inflation is not transitory anymore, indicating interest rates could be on the rise. And the entire market fell at that point.
Yeah.
We ended up a penny. We got a penny today.
Yeah.
we could call it a green day, but, basically flat in the end. News from Progenity is we have a new patent approved, but there's no info on a partnership. Upcoming settlement date, it was today, but then the T+2 is going to be December 2nd. We'll go through the Ortex Fintel data. Threshold list report was due out Wednesday, December 1st, but I just checked it and it came out early, and we'll have that news for you. This remains we feel, a solid long-term hold. Ortex gives analyst ratings of hold and buy with a price target of $6, so a 60% increase. Not financial advice. Don't put any more money into this stock than you are willing to lose. You are in control of your investments.
Yes.
There you go. So this is what has been on the website for quite some time. Here we have on the Progenity website, undisclosed drug plus OBDS in partnership with Large Pharma 1, in partnership with Large Pharma 2. Today, there was rumor that perhaps with the one-on-one investor follow-ups from the Piper Sandler conference that there might have been some updates. There weren't updates. But what we had is we got a new patent. Holy smokes, we got like 151 patents.
Yeah.
There you go. Alrighty.
So compositions and methods, systems and kits for detecting and quantifying variations in numbers of molecules, particularly variations in gene dosage. Example, due to gene duplication or to variance from the normal euploid complement of chromosomes.
For example, trisomy of one of the more chromosomes that are normally found in diploid pairs without digital sequencing.
I don't know what we're talking
that
about. Means at all.
I don't know what we're talking about as far as the patents go, but this is the U.S. patent, full text and image, and goes through the abstract. Look at this baby. This thing is 600. This is like just, I don't know how many pages, but this is one of their 150 plus patents, which is just ridiculous how big these things are. This says it goes from, it's like hundreds of pages for this, but they got it done. It's in, and they do have another feather in their cap through it. Here we can see the NASDAQ as well as Progenity. So right out of the gate, Progenity did fantastic. It started we opened at 312, had a high of 365 at 10:30, and then immediately after that, after Powell came on and talked of the inflation and pending likelihood, or at least that was what was inferenced, increase in interest rates, then the NASDAQ fell, the SPY fell, and Prog fell. Prog consolidated then at about 320 throughout most of the day.
Looks like it pretty much followed the NASDAQ, the composite, anyways. Yeah.
Exactly. It's too bad because it was on a run, 20% within an hour. So low of 307, closed at 313, volume it was 51 million, up a penny, up a 1/3%, consolidation at the 320 level since 11 o'clock.
So in the European markets, over in Frankfurt, Germany, we're up 1.5%. It opened at 2.72 euros, high of 306 euros, low of 256, close at 276.
For options expiring this week, same deal as yesterday. There is very few are actually in the monies and a ton out of the monies. So hedgies are going to be making a ton off of that again this week. Not financial advice, but try and stay away from the options.
For sure.
For your long-term preservation of your capital. Short interest reporting. We did go through this a couple days now to be able to say that out of 3 out of 4 times, 2 days after the settlement date, because you have a 2+2 system, then we did see increases. Are we going to see that same increase over the next 2 days? Big question mark. We don't know. Have things changed so much that we don't know? Now we did have this upward channel. However, yesterday, please note that we broke through this yesterday. Now today we creeped up back into it but then we would have closed still underneath this channel. Now, for today, it usually doesn't go up. Even tomorrow, generally doesn't go up. But perhaps 2 days from now on the T2 settlement date, maybe history will repeat itself. Regarding the failure to delivers, with those big, boom, yellow candles.
Yep.
Not
seeing them.
Yeah. And so here's failure to delivers. Even though they were on the threshold list every day, this is an aggregate list. So even though on October 29th, they were in for $20 million worth with 6 million shares outstanding, the next day they were able to bring it down to 3.6 million, the next day 2 million, the next day 1 million, the next day down to 32,000 at 311. And so with combinations of the shorts and with the price manipulation that they do, they're able to get in and out of these things rather well, unfortunately, now. And so there isn't anything to speak of because they have 35 days. It's a T35. So we're looking at, December 20th.
Yeah.
And they would only have to repay 32,000. The most of this got up to is 1.5 now at 350. So we're only looking at, a quarter of what they had before. So failures to delivers, unfortunately, are down significantly. These will not be a positive factor for short-term price. So analysts are still pricing it at $6 because they do feel, especially with today's increased patent, nothing's changing about the stability moving forward of the company. Return potential is still 92% in long term. We have short interest change. Okay, so boom, it goes up by 11%. Now that is likely new short interest feeling that it's going to perhaps go lower. That they're betting right now that it's going to break the 3. Forward shares today, which goes back 2 days. So we're looking at Friday. Board shares of 3.7 million, return shares of 1.1 million. It's still showing high utilization, but not as high as before, 96.09, decrease of 3.8%. The shares on loan are at 21 million, which is down 41% from a week ago. The percent free float on loan is down again, 41%. And is sitting at the 19% value. Estimated short interest of free float percent is 8.57. Last reported short interest was 16 million, and the current is being listed as 10.78 million. So what does this mean? This means that we're already thinking that the short squeeze is pretty much off the table.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, good long-term company, but short squeeze didn't happen.
Through illegal activities, honestly, everything that we've said in our videos, we have been reporting the facts, what they are. Yeah, we were excited because the facts were awesome.
Yeah.
Everything pointed to a short squeeze.
Yeah.
And not financial advice, and we said not financial advice too. And we thought it was going to short squeeze ourselves.
Yeah.
And we can't account for illegal manipulating activity. This is shit that literally should not be happening.
Yeah. When you had AMC, GME, Bed Bath Beyond,
Aurora,
Prog, and Aurora all having heavily in the money, and on the 2T today, rate at 10 o'clock, all the retail investors left.
That's bullshit.
It was over hundreds of millions of dollars that the hedgies would have had to have come up with on that day.
Yep.
But they have a lot of power. But that's why we started this channel, because just like so many on YouTube and throughout the Reddits and etc., we have to do something about this because they are just playing people like a fiddle, and it's ridiculous. And so we do have to do something about the transparency. This needs to be transparent.
Yep.
That they're feeding data to Ortex and Fintel saying, okay, do this, do that. It's like, and then underhanded, they go the other way, and, we don't see it for 2 weeks. And, they say, oh, yeah, all the retail investors left. We didn't leave.
Yeah.
You guys leave? We didn't leave.
No.
Anyway, we'll carry on. Taking a look at Fintel, we're looking at 16.8 million, 0.5 days to cover, 18.78% of the float. Dark pool short volume of 11.1 million shares and over 52% traded through the dark pool, which is roughly double what should be going through the dark pool. So you know things are still underhanded things are still going through. Short squeeze score of 83.57, still showing 72 out of 5,400. So it's not dead, but it's not like it's top 10 anymore or top 1. Short shares availability, there's all kinds out there right now, 1.2 million. Borrow-free rate went down to 45%. Okay, so it was a green day today. Now, I should have changed that. It was up, it was 1/3 today. It was 1/3. It was 1 penny that it went up today. Yeah. Good to be green, but only went up a penny. But it was as high as 20%. And there was great sentiment. It started out at 303, went up to 365.
Yeah.
The markets were going well until Powell indicated that inflation was not transitory anymore. News from Progendi, there was a new patent approved, but no further info on a partnership. And I say that because on their website, they say that they're currently in with Big Pharma 1, Big Pharma 2, working on projects. So there must be some sort of partnership there somewhere, but they don't want to say who. Upcoming settlement date was today, November 30th. T+2 is December 2nd. We may see some positive price action there. May is the operative word. The threshold list did come out, and it was not positive as far as any type of a short squeeze. I feel it still remains a
great long-term Warren Buffett play. Now, before we do close out this video, I do want to ask you guys a question, if this is something that you guys would be into. So, lately, every day, I've been basically picking a few stocks that I feel is going to go up about 15%, and I'm going in and out of them. Not financial advice, but as you guys, if you follow me on Twitter, see that I am posting what I'm going into at the time, and then I'm saying, oh, I sold at this for this profit. And if that's something that you guys would want us to cover on YouTube, I'd be totally down to do that as well. So just let me know. Let us know in the comments below. And anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great night. And we are the Great Canadian Apes. James Marin.
And Jim Marin.
And we are not financial advisors. Take everything we say with a grain of salt. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter. We got that in the box below. I'll see you guys later. Anyways, see ya.
Take care, guys.